Okie dokie, folks. Welcome to Olomana Gardens Displacement Pump Animation Educational System. This is a one-barrel system with electric cycle timer. That's a timer that if you turn it on, you can set it for like 2 minutes on, 3 minutes off. Used in nurseries all over the world to control sprinklers. Very affordable, $60, $70, and it's the brains behind this. Now this is going to be introduced an animation of cycling our displacement pump to try to show you what happens at different times. I've really slowed it down to try to make it easier to understand. Now, a one-barrel displacement pump, most of our airlifts use air bubbles to lift the water up. But, so you get a lot of burping and bubbling, etc. Use a lot of water and no moving parts, and they're great. But they move water up, so you have to put it up, put it into a tower, and then distribute it if you wanted to. This way, you can have a fish tank only 24 inches deep, put a 55-gallon barrel right next to it, and hook up a one-way check valve so the water will flow into the barrel, and then you pump it out. Now this is great for feeding nursery sprayers, would be a great example, where you need a continuous amount of water going. So when you need to move water sideways immediately and need a steady flow of water without the bubbles or burping, this is a great way to do it. So here's the one that we came up with. So here at Aquaponics, it's all about the water. So we love ebb and flow here. So we start off with, you have a fish tank. Now I mounted mine up on 3 cinder blocks, okay? 2 or 3 cinder blocks high just gives you a little more head of water to fill up the 55-gallon barrel. Water seeks its own level. It doesn't rush there. So if that tank is up elevated, okay, with some boards underneath it, and that one happens to be a 175-gallon tank that we use, and a 55-gallon barrel, works excellently, okay? Alternatively, if you got a 1,000-gallon tank, you don't want to raise it up, so what you would do is dig a hole and put this 55-gallon barrel in a hole. The grade level would be equal to here, and that would be below grade. You could also just stand the barrel up, so you dig a smaller hole. It would just be a 2-foot diameter hole, stick the barrel in it, and the barrel could be up flush with the level, or say 6 inches below the high level of the fish water in the tank. But I'd like to get on to showing you this doing. The heart of this is this electrical solenoid here. They were anywhere from $12 to $30, anywhere from bronze to stainless steel. I like to use a 1-inch one so it really lets the air out fast. Now when it's green, it means it's open. So this is your air compressor here, coming here. The air is coming across, and when we go to here, we close it so it does not escape out. Now the air has to go down, goes to the 55-gallon barrel, pushes down on the barrel, comes over, pushes up, and it closes that check valve, the pressure against it, okay? The water's flowing over here, coming up, and heading all the way across. Now for this demonstration, I'm just putting it back in the fish tank. I'm not showing a whole aquaponics system. I'm just showing it just going around in a circle. Now normally, this water here, that would be going to a biofilter or a swirl filter or a flood bed, etc. Okay, so this shows it getting full. All right, now we'll go to the next slide. We're going to start this one off. Your electrical solenoid still closed from the previous slide. The air is still on. It's coming here, and right when the water got down to here, your timer timed out. Okay, so you had it set for say 3 minutes. So it pumped down for 3 minutes, got to here, and then it's going to trip. And watch what happens. When this turns green, it's going to let the air come out here and go out to the atmosphere. It's free and gone. With no pressure, that valve there, did you notice that one opening up? The water here is going to flow down, come over, and go up in your 55-gallon barrel. Is that great or what? So it'll automatically fill itself back up. When it gets all the way back up, it's now pumped the water back over here and over to there. You see, where you pumped it up before? Well, now it drained down because it went out the check valve. Now watch this. On the next slide, you're going to see we're going to close this. The timer closes it, and now the air is going to be heading down, and you're going to pump it into there. So here we go. Did you notice this one here? It closed. It swung open. As soon as this started pushing down, the water comes up, fills up the tank. So we'll do it one more time, and you'll see it. Now see, it's red. It's closed right now, right? And so when you get down here, you want it to time out before this level gets down to here. Otherwise, you're going to have bubbles going across there, right? No harm, but who needs that? So we go to here, and I'm going to click it, This turns green. That releases the air. You saw how that swung open? You see that? That lets the water in the fish tank come back into the barrel. And you're good to go. So the cycle just keeps repeating itself. Now the biggest advantage of the displacement pump is that it's silent and it gives you 1 gallon of water output for every gallon of air compressed into the drum. The water can be pumped sideways or any angle. In fact, we just hook a garden hose to a 50, 100 foot long garden hose, okay? The only sound is the air escaping when the solenoid times out, when the barrel, you pump the water down and it releases to fill the drum cycle. And that can be muffled off. I just put a 10-foot piece, 1.25" pipe on it with a couple of 90s or 45s in it. It muffles the sound out. The only moving parts are the electrical solenoid and the one-way check valves. And they're rated for a lifetime of 20 to 30 years. So you're in good shape there.